Hi, this is Jungle Jim, the founder of Jungle Jim's Trading Post. Today we're going to introduce you to the Jungle Trader. The Jungle Trader is a group of tools that will help you find stocks, options, and Forex trades. Currently we have on the screen the Stock Trader. The Stock Trader consists of several different parts. First, it displays 5 stocks on the page at a time. There are 6 groups of 5 that can be displayed at any time. Just by clicking on the button, you can see each one of the groups. Over here is a summary of the groups. It also includes other information such as score, profit, the number of trades, the volume, and what market the stock trades in. In each of the symbol boxes, the stock symbol is displayed. Below that, it shows you the current signal the Jungle Trader has issued for that stock. For instance, under Apple, it currently is in a short position. Under AREX, we are currently in a long position. Under EPD, there's currently no position at all, so the trader is waiting for a signal to occur. Just to the right of that is a series of 3 boxes. For shorts, these are short, hold, and cover. The one that currently is colored is the position it's in, so we are currently in a short hold. Here it is a long and a buy signal has just been generated. Here is a short and a short signal is being generated. To the right of that is a data box that displays some of the statistical data for that stock. The date shows the last update date for the data. The closing price, the score, the short score, how much profit it has made, what the current entry is if it's in a trade, and what the current profit is. And to the right of that is the graph of the signals. We support 2 types of graphs. The red and green type graph with the trend line. When the red line crosses from the red into the green, it's a long entry. When it crosses from the green into the red, it's a short entry. We also support the 2-line red and green line type charts. They are user selectable in the setup. Our competition shows the graphs. They rely on you to determine when the entry and exit points are, such as in here where the line is crossing back into the green. And that's about all they do for you. We generate the hard signals. When using our competition software, you must determine the entry and exit points yourself from the charts. Our software can be used in the same way, but we also generate the signals from the software itself. Now, because we are generating these signals, we then can track the profit made in each trade. By clicking on the data box, you can see how the signals did in a back-tested type fashion. Something else our competitors don't do is, because we are tracking the profit from each trade, we can tell how well each of the signals have done. And we can generate a score. This is probably our single most important piece of information we show on the screen. In a single glance, you can tell how well the software did in generating those entry and exit signals. Let's look at an example here. We have 2 charts, EPD and PEP. They look remarkably similar. One has a score of 71. Now, in our scoring system, anything below 30 is bad, anything above 35 is good. 71 would be considered a very good score. And we can see it has made profit of 3%. This is over the trend length, which I have sent for 120 days or 4 months. This one, with a very similar chart, has a score of 17. This means the program has done a rather poor job finding entry and exit points. And you can see it because it has lost 13% in the same period. Now, because we have the software generating the entry and exit signals, we have a score telling us how well it's doing generating those entry and exit signals. We can search the market, looking for stocks that have, let's say, minimum scores, maximum scores, minimum volume, minimum profit. Here you can see I'm searching for a minimum score of 35. I want only things that are working good, and a minimum profit of 15%. I've told it to find buy. I've allowed it to find buy signals that are up to 2 days old, and shorts. Now let's go up and run a scan in the scanner. This is the stock scanner. It goes out and scans the markets looking for stocks that meet certain trading criteria. And here we see the results. We can see it returned about 15 different stocks. So it went out, searched the 7,000 stocks looking for stocks that scored well, have made a minimum profit of about 15%, and are ready to trade today. And we can see there are quite a few buys and a couple of shorts thrown in there. We now can go back to the Jungle Trader and import those stocks. And here we see they've been brought into the Jungle Trader. So now we have a trading platform that can analyze an individual stock. We have a scanner that can go out and scan the market looking for those stocks that are moving in those directions. On top of that, we've added an options platform. The options platform will allow you to take something like a covered call. When you start an option scan, the first thing that occurs is the stock scanner is launched, and it is told to go out and hunt for stocks that are either going sideways or up. Because under our covered call strategy, that's the only stock movement that will benefit us. When it finds those stocks, it brings them into the option scanner. The option scanner then takes those stocks, walks through the option chain, looking for options that meet our requirements that we have set up in the setup section. Also, currently I have February selected as the month it would return. By clicking on other months, you can search for covered calls for, let's say, April or May, or for all of them up to some point in time. When using put or call spreads, by selecting multiple months, it also returns calendar spreads. By selecting individual months, you will get the credit spreads only. And here you can see the results from the covered call scan. By clicking on the symbol, you will see a graph for the stock price. Again, here the scale of the graph can be changed to represent more or less data. Also note the new option symbols are being displayed. Now, the final platform that is currently available is the Forex. Again, the same type of strategy is used. We generate the signal. Here it's a short, sell. We show the data for the current trade. By clicking on the box, you see a history of the trading prices. Also, the average daily spread is computed and where a stop would be placed. These are controlled in the setup. By sliding the mouse across the graph, you can see the prices during those days, and stock data can be increased or decreased. Currently we are in a short that occurred roughly in here on the 19th of January. It's still going on the day we made this, on about the 15th of February. The trade is up about $7,000. In the setup section, you could change how long of a period the daily spread is computed over. I have it set for a 5-day period. And you can change the multiple. 1 time, 2 times, or you can go to something custom like 1.5 times. Under trend options, you can speed the trends up, slow them down, increase the trend length. I have it currently set for 120 days, but you can use any value up to the amount of data that's in your database. You can use our proprietary jungle signals or the signals from the graphs themselves. I am currently using the graphing signals. Under graphing options, you can use our normal type of red and green line graphs, the trend graphs which we are currently using, and a price graph which is a red and green graph with the price superimposed over. For our final tab that we have available is the training section. In the training section, there are tutorials covering the use of every one of these platforms, as well as training on stock, options, and Forex. The futures platform will be available in 2010. Well, that's about it for the Jungle Trader. Please be sure to check out our trial at www.junglegymtraders.com/offer for a 30-day trial for just $9.99. No obligations, no other charges beyond that.